Alia Bhatt, who attended the launch of Amazon Prime Video's new series Mission Startup in Delhi, spoke at length about Edamamma, her eco-friendly clothing brand, in a bid to encourage a younger generation of Planeteers. During the course of discussion, she laid major emphasis on why she went green and the importance of valuing planet Earth.
It comes from very simple upbringing and understanding of Dharti Maa hoti hai. And we have to be very, very sensitive towards the planet that we're living in. And of course, there will be a couple of things here and there that you don't, maybe you miss a step here or you miss a step there. But if you're consciously just thinking about it, is it good for the planet? Is it good for the planet? You will automatically make small decisions, and you can't be all rounding all the time. Otherwise, of course, you can sit and you can point 100 things as to what's wrong with what you're doing. But even if you're doing just 5 things right, and I'm talking about even as a person, an individual in your day-to-day life, it goes a very long way. So the sustainability aspect came from the fact that also I wanted to nurture in children a love for nature, build a generation of young planeteers.
She then spoke about how she and her edamamma team came up with the idea of green denims.
Okay, I initially did not want to do denims because I said, it's not really favorable to the planet and environment. So we had to then look at the way the collection did. We were getting feedback, can you do denims? Can you do jeans? So we had to look for another alternative. So we did green denims where, when you wash them, they do not leave an excess residue, etc., etc. So this is all feedback, listening to the consumer and listening to the team. So one of my utmost, my first and foremost advice to any entrepreneur or anyone on the verge of creation or the top of creation is listen to everyone. Suno sabki karo apni, par suno.
Alia, being a successful entrepreneur herself, also shared pearls of wisdom for those looking to make their entrepreneurial dreams come true and all that Amazon Prime's new show has to offer.
Well, I think, again, that's a lot of pressure for me to just suddenly give that extreme advice. But see, from my experience, number one for me was finding the gap in the market. If there's a gap in your life, there will be a gap in other people's lives as well. Sitting here, just under a board of technology and innovation, I really can't be sitting on a high horse because technologically and innovation-wise, I've really not done that. So I'm sure they know what they're doing. But one of the things that I think is fabulous about a show like Mission Startup and, with Ajay sir's contribution and support, what you're saying about having mentors lead the way, really being able to, of course, number one, believe in your dream. Do not be afraid of failing. But that's very easy to say when, you're not putting in your own money. So when there is money on the table, you're very afraid of failing. But sometimes it takes time. So you have to see it through. But that's where that mentor is so important. That's where that support system really comes into play, because very often I'm continuously second guessing myself because I tell myself, I know nothing about business, I know nothing about numbers. You're throwing these terminologies at me and they make no sense to me. And I'm telling them, explain it to me in an elevator pitch. In 4 lines, if it makes sense to you, then it will make sense to me.
Stay tuned for more on Alia's ventures and do subscribe to Shosha for your daily dose of entertainment.